everyone and welcome to Peach Betty. My name is Morgan. This is my son, Sullivan. And today we are baking tiramisu. Tiramisu is an Italian dessert traditionally made with ladyfingers that have been soaked in coffee and rum and layered between cream made of mascarpone. I'm going to do my own twist today and make a torte. To start this torte, you're going to need to make cake. There are a lot of steps in making tiramisu. So if you would like to make it easier and make a box cake, that's just fine. But I have put my favorite chocolate cake recipe in the description. We're going to start by making our ladyfingers now. Are you telling them how to make it? And what's next? To start your ladyfingers, you're going to whip your egg yolks and your sugar together until they are light and fluffy and are a light lemon yellow color. Then you can add your vanilla extract and your all-purpose flour. Make sure you sift your flour so it's nice and light and you don't have any lumps. Now it's time to move on to the egg whites. We're going to use our stand mixer to make sure that they are on low until you get a nice bubble. Then slowly whip it on high and add your granulated sugar. Once they are a nice white fluffy cloud and a stiff peak, we're going to fold our meringue into our egg yolk mixture. We're going to do this in 3 stages. Before you pipe them, you want to take some parchment paper and make a stencil. This way all your ladyfingers will be the same size. Now you want to fill your piping bag that has a small round tip. Now to pipe these, you want them to be just a little bit larger than how big your tip is. So you don't have to squeeze a lot. You're going to go on an angle and work from forward, backward. David Ava. And Ava. My phone is a sticky mess. You want to put your ladyfingers pretty close together, so as they bake, they will fuse together so you can make a nice wall. Once you have all of them piped, you're going to go ahead and dust them with powdered sugar just until they are coated, and then stick them into a 400-degree oven until they become a light golden brown. Now that our ladyfingers are out of the oven and they have cooled, we can make our mascarpone filling. First, you're going to take your egg yolks and your sugar and whisk them over a double boiler until the sugar dissolves. You can feel the egg yolks and sugars between your fingers to make sure that there are no crystals. Next, you're going to take it off the heat and add 2 tablespoons of brandy. We're going to put it back on the heat, so don't worry about the alcohol, it'll cook out. We're now going to continuously stir this mixture until it thickens and becomes nice and ribbony. Take it off the heat and immediately chill it. While it's chilling, we can mix up our mascarpone and slowly add in our whipped cream. Once all the cream is added, you can whip it until it becomes nice and fluffy, just like this. Now that our egg yolks have completely cooled, they are gorgeous, nice and thick, and custardy. We are now going to take our whipped cream and mascarpone and fold it gently into our egg yolks. We're going to take half of this filling and fold it into our custard. You want to be gentle to make sure that you don't deflate your whipped cream. That is our structure here. Now we can go ahead and add the rest. Kelsey's having a midnight snack. There we go. Beautiful. Before we assemble, I'm going to cheat and try some right now. I made some little discs with our leftover ladyfinger dough. I'm going to go ahead and just dip it in here and give it a try. Smells really good. This is going to be great. Now that our filling is ready, you want to make sure that you scrape up your ladyfingers off of the parchment paper. You want to cut all your cake layers, and then you also want to make a nice strong cup of coffee. This is what we're going to soak our cake in. First thing we're going to do is take our springform pan and just line it with parchment paper. This way our ladyfingers don't stick to the sides and it's easy to remove. Parchment paper does not make me feel very graceful. Now we can take our beautiful ladyfingers and line the pan with them. So we're going to lift them up This is why it's nice to make sure that you pipe them close together so they all make a wall. Put them on their sides, beautiful side outwards, and place them against that parchment paper. Looks like I need one more in right here. Now I can add my first cake layer right in the center. To make sure that I have an even amount of our cream filling in between each layer, I'm going to measure it out with our scoop here. Oh, that looks so great. And just scoop it all on top. Spread it around evenly so it touches all of those lady fingers. That way everything sticks together. Now we add our second layer of cake and give it a little wiggle so it gets some of that filling. Crud. I forgot our coffee. You want to take this strong coffee and a brush and soak your cake. Can't believe I forgot. This not only will flavor your cake, but it'll keep it nice and moist. Be very generous with it. And we're just going to continue layering, ending with our filling. We're going to finish off our filling on top here. Just scrape it all in there and smooth it out. Make sure it's touching all those lady fingers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chill this for at least 24 hours so it gets nice and set, and then we can dust it with some cocoa powder and serve it up. See you tomorrow. Say good morning! This morning we whipped up some cream and piped it in a nice spiral and then dusted it with cocoa powder. And now it's all done. It's all set. This man's ready to dig in. So let's cut a slice. Gotta cut our ribbon. I'm gonna go one. I like to follow the lady fingers so we don't cut any lady fingers in half. Ready? There's two. Thank you. Use our offset here to scoop it out. Gotta get under that piece of cake. Up. Oop. Here we go. Ready? Lift. Is it so good?
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum. Can I have a bite? So our custard firmed up beautifully. What I like about making it in a torte like this is that you get to experience the fluffiness and the lightness of the lady fingers. They're not just soggy inside of the cake. I would like a bite. That's really good. Thank you guys for watching. We're all done here. Please like, comment, and let us know what you thought of our video, and tell us what you want us to make next. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos that we post every Sunday. If you like the dress that I wore earlier, you can purchase it at our Etsy page. It's Peach Betty Vintage. You can follow us on Instagram at Peach Betty. We'll see you next time. Bye. Can I have a bite?